Dear media friends, the fourth session of the 14th NPC starts its second deputy corridor, and this morning we have invited 6 deputies from different industries to take your questions. And based on their actual work, they will take your questions of general concern in the public. Now we open the floor to questions. And let's invite the first group of deputies. The 2 deputies are the senior captain of China COSCO Shipping Group, Nidi. Good morning, everyone. From Sichuan Changhong Electronics Holding Group, Party Secretary and Chairman Liu Jiang. Good morning, dear media friends. Thank you. Now we open the floor. From People's Daily. Thank you. From People's Daily, and my question is to Deputy Nidi. For many years, you are a senior captain in the shipping business, and you have witnessed the changes and development of China's ocean shipping business. So what's your deepest impression about it? I would love to thank your question from People's Daily, and good morning to everyone. I come from COSCO. As a senior captain, I have been in this shipping business for 28 years, and over the past decades, I set my home on the ships, and I've visited over 30 countries and regions in the world with a total mileage that is equivalent of 30 circles of the Earth. So it is fair to say that I have been a witness of the transformation in China's shipping business. And I felt in person about the instructions of President Xi Jinping by saying that the strong economic power must come also from the maritime shipping capacity, and we have translated that blueprint into actual practices. Reviewing my past experience, I felt that China's maritime shipping business is ever more important. 95% of our export and import have been accomplished by maritime shipping, and China owns the largest group of fleets and also the largest number of ports at international level. The contribution of China to international maritime shipping business was about 1/3. And with 130 countries, we have established connections covering all of those countries and regions in BRI. For example, in Peru, from Shanghai to Peru, we can have transportation both ways. The annual throughput in Shanghai containers, it ranked number 1 in the world for 16 years in a row. So we are a real witness and participant in that development history. And my team has been very proud of the achievements. And as I said, China is a strong shipping country with over 20 million registrations of crews, and including 970,000 ocean shipping crew. And China is now marching towards a strong maritime shipping country instead of just boasting big size. And what impressed me the most over the past years was the story in 2018 when President Xi Jinping called COSCO, showing his concern about those crew members on the ocean and giving his best wishes to everyone about a safe journey back home. And with the care of General Secretary Xi Jinping, we have introduced a series of preferential treatment policies to the crew, including a guideline about their work. A series of other friendly policies came out for the benefits of the crew. So the crew members agree that China's maritime shipping business is truly going somewhere. And since I am a deputy from the first line of shipping business, so in the past decades, I've always upheld the principle of responding to the crew members as a captain. I hope that the demand and requirements of the crew could be truly responded and reflected to the government. And over the years, I've paid visits to the schools and institutions related to the maritime business, and I had interviews with the first-line workers so that they could understand about the implementation of certain policies and get some idea about the updates. And I also participated in the solicitation of opinions for some maritime laws. And also I was part of the establishment of China Crew Rights Protection Center. And as an NPC deputy, I would better play my role and honor my duty to be a truly senior captain of this new era. Thank you.
Next question. The reporter from CMG, please. Thank you. Good morning. I'm with CMG. My question goes to Deputy Liu Jiang. We noticed that March the 5th this year, when General Secretary Xi Jinping participated in the group of Jiangsu province, he mentioned that it's important for us to make breakthroughs in the technology. So Changhong has been established, has been running for more than 60 years. So do you have any experience in terms of technological breakthrough and innovation? Changhong was an SOE established during the first five-year plan, and we have produced the first black and white television in China and the first color television production line. And the Changhong now, it's not only a manufacturer of all smart electronic devices at home, and also we are a frontier pioneer in terms of AI, robots, and medical and health. We have cultivated more than 9 smaller enterprises affiliated to us. And in the past years, we have encountered a lot of new challenges and difficulties. However, through technological innovation and hard work and the spirit of pioneering and endurance, which is also known as the Changhong spirit, we have succeeded. Technological innovation is so important, and it's important for us to master the core technologies, such as the high-speed connector, which is an important guarantee for the fast transition of digital information, and is like the spine to mobile data, and is also known as the crown jewel in electronic manufacturing industry. Without this jewel, 5G would not be possible for us to control. In 2019, our affiliated company have received a major task, and if the task fails, we will suffer a lot economically. So this subsidiary of ours are racing against the time, and some of our staff members even slept at the workplace, and they have been racing against time to tackle these challenges. And also for the CR450 locomotives for the bullet train, it encompassed the lithium battery that is developed by Changhong. So during the development stage, we have been receiving many requests for innovation and improvement, and each requirement is a challenge for us. we've reduced the weight of the battery from 2,000 kilometers to 1,200 kilometers, and then we received the requirement to further reduce the weight by 20 kilograms. So we continue to work on the details, from the systems to the materials to the structures. We have run millions of tests before we finally reduce the weight of the system to 1,200 to 900 kilograms. And right now we can see that CR450 is running across our homeland. As the deputy of NPC, we have received a lot of challenges, and I have also put forward a lot of motions in terms of technological innovation. So Chang Hong will continue to fight to reach the high plateau in terms of technological innovation. Thank you. Thank you all.
Now let's invite the second group of deputies. They are Vice Principal of Chongzuo Senior High School of Guangxi Province, Huang Huachun. Morning, everyone. Chairman of Guangdong Bromp Recycling Technology, Li Changdong. Good morning, everyone. Now we open the floor to questions. From the Bright Daily. Thank you. With Guangming Daily, and my question is to Deputy Huang Huasheng. Now, the mental health issue of the adolescents is a common concern of the public and the parents. So as a teacher working in the front line, what's your take about the solutions to that problem? Thank you. Yes, indeed. The mental health of adolescents is a very necessary task for the growth of children. And in face of the mental problems of kids, I got a lot of calls at the midnight from the parents, receiving their desperation. Some people may say that we shouldn't exaggerate that problem because it's just a temporary thing. But we are now aware that it's a true medical problem. They must be seen and taken care of scientifically. I had a girl student after the changes in her family. She was trying to give up her study, and I didn't give judgments instantly. I listened first. I told her that as long as you're willing to move forward, we're going to be there for you. We help her to face the difficulties and deal with her lives, and then she was admitted to a college and became even a teacher after graduation. And then she came back to me saying that, did you know that I used to think being a teacher is just about teaching, but you let me know that there are more to do as a teacher. You give me a renewed life. But we had some despair and confusions because some of those mental problems cannot solely be solved by just a mental help or a company. So the biggest challenge for us is professionalism. Since I serve as the NPC deputy, I went to many places listening to the parents, sharing their confusion about how to help their kids. So based on their sharing, I took that problem to the NPC and proposed the establishment of a mental support system. And it's truly encouraging that China has issued 10 measures about the mental solution to the kids. For example, referral system, intervention system, and that is what I expected. I hope that with that model, we can offer instant treatment and diagnosis to the kids. There was a boy who couldn't get absorbed in the study. And in the beginning, his parents thought he was just weak. And after diagnosis, we diagnosed him with ADHD. And after treatment, he came back to the school and participated in the school organizational work. And in 2014, there was a documentary focusing on the topic of mental health of adolescents, and he was interviewed with his parents. They say that through the movie, they hope that more parents and kids could have someone to turn to, and once they are inspired, they're able to be emboldened to face the problems. Take our school as an example. We had a green channel, medical channel from Chongzuo to Beijing. Early discovery, early diagnosis and intervention were accomplished. Now, the incidence rate of mental problems of our school was brought down. With the mental problem, caring is the beginning, and professionalism is the key. As an NPC deputy, I will continue my attention paid to the measures implementation. And with the warmth from the whole society, we're going to light up the path in front of the adolescents so they could become a brighter person in the future. Thank you.
请大家继续提问。
Next question, please.
请举手的科技日报记者提问。这一位。
The reporter from Technology Daily.
感谢主持人。
Thank you.
科技日报记者提问。 我想问李长东
My
代表，
question goes to
现在
Deputy Li
电池在我们
Changdong.
生活
Currently,
中几乎无处不
battery
在，
is
但同
everywhere
时
in
也
our
会产
daily
生大量
lives,
废旧电
but
池。您
the
是从
waste
事能源
batteries
循环
can
利
be
用
a
的，
source of
能不能给我们
pollution.
谈
So
谈
you are
怎
in
样破
charge
解废旧
and
电池
an
回收利用难题
expert
呢？
in terms
谢
of
谢。
recycling technology. So can you tell us more how to
谢谢。
recycle the waste
我是广东代表团的李
batteries?
长东。
Hello everyone,
现
I
在
am
路上
Li
的新能源汽
Changdong.
车啊，
And we
越来越
could
多。
see
有的
e-mobiles
记者朋友们
across the
可能也
roads,
开着新能源
and
车。
a lot of
我国新能源
you
汽
reporters
车保有
might
量
be
突破了
owners of
4400
EVs,
万辆。
and currently we
负
have
电池
more
这
than
一条即将来临。
44
这些
million
废电池该如何处
EV
理呢？
mobiles across the
确实是一个
country.
巨大的挑战。
So the waste batteries,
机遇。
especially on that of EV, is a
20
great
多年前
challenge and
吧，
also opportunity
我国
for
废电
us.
池回收利用
20
啊，
years
几乎
ago,
还是一
the
片空白。
recycling rate of waste battery
当时啊，
in China
要么在
is
水池里
actually a
泡，
blank.
要么呢，在大铁锅里
So
炒。
the solution
既
would
浪费
be
资
to
源，
immerse them in water
又污染
or fry
环
them
境。
in a pan. So it's not only a waste of
2015
resources, but also
我
a
们
source of
14
pollution
个
to the
年轻人
environment.
怀揣
In
着让废电池
2015,
从哪里
14
来，
young people,
到哪里去的想
including
法，
me,
在
have
广东
been
的佛山
participated in a
创立了
major
帮浦，
project
一同呢
to
扎进废旧电池
be in
回
charge
收
to
行
be
业。
studying the recycling
当时
technology
啊
of
我
batteries.
们
So
还
we
自称
established ramp
我
in
们就是一群收破
Guangdong,
烂的，
and
走
we
街串巷收电池。
nickname ourselves as the
但我们呢，
garbage
还
collectors.
是
So we
很有信心。
walk many streets to
打定
collect
主意
waste
要
batteries
干下去。
as our source of an experiment, but we
技术
made our
是要
decision
看。
to
我们这群会专业
focus
出身的
on
人，
what we are
几乎
good at.
从
We are
零开
professionals,
始。
but we
我
start
们试
from
过从
scratch.
国外买技术，
We
但买回
tried
来才
to
发现呢，
purchase
这是
technologies
些淘汰
from
了的
foreign
技术。
countries, but they are actually
这个坑呢，
obsolete technologies
激发了
used
我
by the
们
other
自
countries.
主研发的
So
决
this
心。
has assimilated our
2012
passion to develop
我
our
们
own
终于研发
technologies.
出了定向
By
循环技术，
2012,
在全球范围
we've
内率先破解
self-developed our
废料还原
technology
的行业难题，
for battery
让镍钴锰的回收
recycling,
率达
thus
到99.6%。
improving the recycling rate
反过来
of
领先国外。
the heavy metal to more than
现在呀，
99.6%,
每年的
which
研发
is
经
at the
费
leading position
超
in the
过
world.
15亿
And
元，
each year now, we still
以见证2个国家级
advocate,
的
we
创新
still
平台
allocate
累计
more than
申请专
1.5
利
billion each year on
6100件，
R&D,
细
and
分领
we
授权量
have
啊，连续5年全球
filed
第一，
more than 6,000
走出了一条自主创新
patent each year, and we have also won the national second prize in terms of technological renovation. So we've walked our own path. In 2015, the EV mobile has become a new trend and growth point, but recycling of its battery has become a new pain point for the enterprises. So we work with the relevant mobile manufacturers to build this recycling cycle for EV batteries, and we address all the life cycle of the battery from production to recycling. Currently, one of the waste battery of the 3 obsolete EVs in the world is recycled by us, and in the world, 1 in every 4 lithium battery in the world is provided by us. So when General Secretary Xi Jinping discussed with the deputies of Guangdong province, he pointed out that it's important for us to implement new technologies and drive technological breakthroughs in Guangdong. We've also been working to promote the technological standard for EV batteries, and as the founder of Brandpool, we will continue to stick to technological innovation and green development and to ensure industrial security. So this will be our Chinese standard. Hopefully the Chinese standard can lead the world and contribute to the recycling economy and the building of a stronger China. Thank you.
谢谢2位代表。
Thank you.
谢谢。现在请第3组代表。
Now let's invite the third group of deputies.
2位代表分别是
They
河
are
北省衡水市医保局局长
the Director of
民进
Hengshui Municipal
衡水市
Medical
委副主
Insurance
委
Bureau and
顾雪
Deputy
代表
Chairperson of Hengshui Municipal Committee of China Association for Promoting Democracy,
辽宁
Heng
省
Guxue,
台湾同胞
and
联谊会会长周
President
琦
of
代表。
Taiwan Compatriots Association of Liaoning Province,
谢谢。
Zhou Qi.
请大家开始提
Now
问，
the floor is open.
请举手的法制日报记者提问。
From the Jurisprudence Daily. Thank you. With the Jurisprudence Daily, and my question is to Deputy Gu Xu. We noticed that in terms of the synergy development of Beijing, Tianjin, and Hebei province, the medical services shared just one card. So could you please tell us what's the benefit delivered by that one card policy? Hello everyone, I am from Hebei delegation. My name is Gu Xu, and I come from the Hengshui Municipal Medical Insurance Bureau. I remember a story named Sun, who pursued medical help in 2018 in Beijing. He endured a very long procedure, and if he forgot something, he had to pay by himself first and then search for reimbursement afterwards. But in 2024, he visited Beijing hospital again, and 18,000 RMB yuan could be settled instantly in the hospital. He didn't have to prepay first. Another story was about a lady called Liu with chronic disease. He had to transport to Beijing for reimbursement, but now she could reimburse locally, and that could reduce the transportation cost, and she didn't have to endure the trouble of commuting. So, such convenience was a genuine benefit to the general public. In April 2023, the one-card system was implemented for the area. Now, with just a medical reimbursement card or just a number, you can come to seek medical help in 14,000 hospitals in this area. So with my actual work, I know that Hebei is undertaking the project about diverting the medical demand from Beijing. And also we have a referral system between Hebei and Beijing hospitals. We also have a Xiong'an scenario benefiting 1.18 million population. Now, for Hebei locals to seek medical help in Beijing, it's more convenient. And also, it's the same thing about the rising number of patients seeking medical help in Beijing from Tianjin. And that's a year-on-year increase of about 30%. That relieved the burden on the Beijing and Tianjin hospitals, and also it boosted the medical service quality improvement in Hebei hospitals. And in September 2024, through joint legislation, we published such a document about implementation of the one-card system. The 3 places compiled the list of scenarios for the actual implementation of the one-card system. In the tourist spots, they could go to all of them with just one card, and it's the same thing with the libraries. With just that one minor change, the general public could feel the benefits and convenience. So it's a big step forward about improving people's livelihood. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question
请这位新华社记者提问。
from Xinhua News Agency.
谢谢新华社记者提问。我的
Thank
问题
you.
提给台湾
My
团的周琦
question
代表。
goes
周琦代表您
to
好。
Deputy Zhou Qi.
2025年是中国人民
The
抗
year
日战争胜利暨
2025 marks
台湾光复80周年。
The
在
18th
全民族抗战
anniversary
中，
for the
台湾
winning
同胞
of
没
the
有
war
缺席。
against Japanese
那
aggression
您
and
是来
also
自
the
台
recovery
湾团
of
的全国人大代表。
Taiwan. So
想请问
you
您
are
对
the
此有何
deputy
感
from
受
the
呢？谢
Taiwan
谢。
group. So what do you feel about this event and
谢谢您的
celebration?
提问。
Thank you.
全国人大常委会
The
在台湾光复80周年
NPC
前夕
Standing
通过决定，
Committee
以法律形式
has
设立台湾光复纪
set
念日。
up the
这既是对历史的庄严纪念，
this
更充分彰
important
显
date
两岸同属一
before
个中国的
the
历史
victory
和法理事实。
event, and it has
作为
been
台
an
湾团的代表，
important
对于您提到的
event for
在全民族
the
抗战中，
all
台湾
the
同胞没有
Taiwan
缺席。
compatriots.
我深
So
有
the
感触。
Taiwan compatriot has always
这是
been
无数台
part
胞
of
先
this
辈
important
用鲜血、
history.
用生命、用忠
So
诚
we
书
paid
写
the
英
great
雄抗战诗
effort
篇，
and sacrifices in this
回顾
fight
那段
against the
锥心
Japanese
泣血的历史。
aggression.
1895年，马关条约割让台湾。
1895,
台
we
湾
signed
陷
the
入长达50年的
unfair
日本殖民统
treaties.
治。然而，反抗的火种从未熄灭。在这半个世纪中，
The treaties that has made the Taiwan a colony of the
简大师、
Japanese
柯铁虎的武装起义，
aggressions, and but during that time, the Taiwan people has never given up in fighting back the aggression
台湾
and
同胞始终以各种形
colonization.
式
So the
与
Taiwan
殖民者
compatriot
进
has
行
been
不屈不挠的斗
fighting
争。
the
特别是
ruling of the
1937
colonies, especially
全民族抗战爆
in
发后，
1970.
欲救台
In
湾，必先
1937,
救祖国。
when the war
成为无数台湾
against the
志士的
Japanese
共识。
aggression broke out across
他们
the
深知，
mainland,
只有
the
祖国
Taiwan
抗战胜利，
compatriot has been
台湾
known
才能
it
真
very
正光
well
复。
that only when the
很多
war
台湾
against the
青年
Japanese
冒着生
aggression
命危
across
险
the country
冲破日寇的
secured
重
in
重封锁，
victory will
跨越
Taiwan
海峡，
shake off
奔赴祖国
its
大陆。
identity as a colony.
他们有
So
的
a
参加
lot
远
of
征
that
军入
Taiwan
缅作战，
compatriot has
有
been
的深入敌后战场，
participating in the
有的在
effort
大后方
against the
奔
Japanese
走不
aggression and the different
台籍抗日
battles.
将领李友邦
For
1939
example,
年
the
在浙江金
General
华
Li Youbang
组建台湾
has
义勇
been
队，
forming
在东南战场
the
与大陆军民
troop
并肩
to
作战，
fight alongside the
开展对敌
mainland
斗争、
people
医疗救
in
助、
Zhejiang province,
生产
and
报
they
国
have
等工作。
also been conducting work in
据
terms
不完全统计，
of
在日据期间，
medical
约有
assistance
65万台湾同胞
and
为
other
反抗
efforts.
殖民统治献出宝贵的
According
生命。
to our
近5万
statistics,
台湾青
more
年
than
投身祖国抗战。
650,000 Taiwan
这些
compatriots
数字的背后，
has been putting
是
into
一个个
efforts
英勇的、
into
充满
the
爱国
fight
情怀的
against
鲜
the
活
war,
生命。
fight against the Japanese aggression.
他们用行动证明，
So they've been proven with
是
their
休戚与
own
共的命
effort
运共同体。
and endeavor that the
历
compatriots
史
across
清
the
晰地表
strait
明，
are a
台湾光复
community of
是
shared
全民族
destiny.
抗战的
So
胜利
the
成果，
recovery of
是包
Taiwan
括台湾
is
同胞
also an
在内的
important signature
全体中华
of
儿
the
女
overall victory
前赴
of the
后
war
继
against the Japanese
浴血奋战
aggression,
所取得的。
and it will not be possible without
任何
great
企图歪曲这段历
sacrifices
史，割裂两岸联
of
系的台
the
独使
people
团，
across the strait. So
都是
any
对历史的
attempt
背叛，
to deny the
对先烈的
history
亵渎。
would be an insult to
面向
the
未来，
revolutionary
我们将继
martyrs.
续传承和弘扬
Facing the future,
两岸
we
同
will
胞共
continue
同抗日
to learn
所
from
凝
the
结成的伟
history
大抗战精神，
and the great spirit
进一步发
of
挥
the war of
台湾义勇队成
resistance.
立就职等涉台抗战遗迹的作用，
And we will
将
also
其打造成
be
两岸青年交流的重要
making
基地。
sure that the
我
relics
们也欢迎
and
更多的台湾青
the
年
relics of the War of Resistance can be kept and preserved well. And we hope that the young people in Taiwan could come to the mainland and to visit these relics and sites and to learn the histories and to learn the heroic deeds of the Taiwan compatriots. We will continue to push forward the cross-strait relations, and we fight against any attempt of separatist activities to safeguard the national unity. We believe that with a joint effort, we will continue to enjoy great opportunities and create a great future of national rejuvenation. Thank you.
各位记者朋友，上午第2次全体会议结束后，大会新闻中心将举行第2场部长通道。
Second Minister's Corridor will be held after this morning session, and the ministers from the Agriculture and Rural Affairs, from the General Bureau of Sports, as well as the Ministry of Transport will be taking the stage and take your questions. We will see you then. Thank you.